17. Too bad that's not next week, because that's when Jeff's Son with that name is coming. And I'm mom and dad, because Jeff's son Logan and his wife are coming. I'm in the afternoon or so, depends on when they got going. Comic of some sort. There it is. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's neat. Honeywell TC or CD, or not TC. It's obviously whoever drew that. I guess Hal. Yeah, Honeywell. So we just use that as reference. Australia now, and there we go. Just saw an illustration of Honeywell in the comic, and there's a real one. First alert. RS. There's Smoke Sentry. Let's look at that one. One of those. Those are cool. That top part there looks like a JSNA. I wonder if it is one. They just have a different cover on it front. It was RS. No card. Only 800. Yep. 800A. Fire D again. Super Switch. Looks like that's the first alert rebrand. I wonder. Really can't see it. Oh, it might be FC. I'm thinking it might have been that cool looking one. Kind of looked like a Ward's design. Oh, there we go. There's one of those. And one that looks kind of like it. Saying that doesn't show the brand name. I keep forgetting too. I'm getting new glasses. I think I told you about that. Some volume. Anyway, they came a couple weeks ago, but they had yellow lenses, almost like that. And to me, it looks like what you see if you were looking through, you know what. And I knew I couldn't handle that. Because here's what it looked like normally, and here's what it looked like with those lenses. And here's an emulation of what a full spectrum would look like, and then what it would look like with those lenses. I do not a lot of stuff, but Photoshop work and sometimes color grading in my videos. So yeah. Sadly, it doesn't show us a brand, but hey, at least I got to see that one from '90. And of course, it'd be cool if we could find one for sale. I'd snag it. Back to USA and Minnesota. Oh, is that? Oh, here we go. Deluxe smoke alarm. Wait a sec. I thought that one was just the basic one. Like this one here. Because I remember seeing them at Menards, and this type had the 201 it had the 201 design, 201 circuitry. And the vents there on the left were for the horn, and the ones on the right were kind of the dead ones, if you will. But you've seen that one, though. And then Jameson and stuff. That's a second. Kind of hit record here on the scanner. Bring it over to you. And I'll bet you this is Menards. Because I think that's the only places I've seen those Nalcors, other than the Sears rebrands. Or Menards. Yep, there we go. No, they wouldn't talk about the ones here in Rochester. Or ones here in Rochester. That's Star Tribune Cities. The company left. As I mentioned at the beginning of this volume, Jeff's son Logan and his wife came up. And the ones that got married last year. My son Jorah, he's the one that really laughed. Remember that a couple years ago? Lock it in. So anyway, yeah, he's the one. Remember, I think it was Real Estate browsing a couple years ago. Showed you that video of him getting chased by my brother Jeff and laughing. That's Jorah that you saw. That's Jeff's son's son that I mentioned. He has the funniest laugh. You listen to this. Try not to laugh challenge. Here we go.
He's really working up a sweat. That's how you used to laugh.
Well, here's him getting chased by Logan laughing from today. Look out! Uh-oh. Go, 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 go. Where is he? Where is he? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here he comes.
What the heck? You're gonna get me!
And then, of course, you recognize those pictures because they're on the box. That box, of course. By the way, the Gift of Life House is like a heart transplant place. I can show you. Yeah, right there. That's number 2. Can't remember which address it was. One of the two. Well, the other was, there's that. There's that one.
Engine 1's initiating gift command. Alpha side will be 2nd Street side. We'll be entering the Bravo side.
That'd probably be this one. In case you don't know fire terminology, usually Alpha is the front, so it'll be here where the little marker is. Bravo would be on this side here, or sometimes this. Then Charlie, the back. And I'm not sure about this one. Or, no, wait. Charlie would be back here. Then Delta would be on the other side. So like A, B, C, D. Or A, B, C, D. And I'm not sure if this would be even more like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H or something. And here's something interesting. As you saw with those pictures, this should be the Bravo side. Because remember we said Alpha's on 2nd Street. But if we put in Street View here, whoop, wrong side. Yeah. There's no entry. There's one on that side, but no. Let's go over here. Yeah, see, there's an entrance there. So maybe Rochester considers this the Bravo side. I'm back on track here.
First welcome, command. Alright. The alarm panel's reading dining room smoke. You want to make your way to the kitchen area, see if it needs ventilation.
Sounds like something continuous.
Copy, standby. Command from everyone involved. There's a active detector in the dining room and in the kitchen closet area. I'll take electric fan in here, but engine 1. That.
Sounds like it could be
Copies direct.
spectral alerts. Let's see if there's pictures inside.
Copy, bring an electric fan.
Well, there's the kitchen. they were just talking about. And there's the dining room. So perfect.
Man, I think you get some silence here. Copy, filtering you.
So you're just going to see the pictures of those, one with any of the alarms. Library. Obviously, people aren't going to take pictures of the alarms themselves, so.
Truck 12, Peter, truck 12. Gonna put the fan at the front door. We'll go Bravo to Alpha. Copy, there should be one interior.
Yeah, I really can't see any pictures of the inside. I mean, pictures for showing an alarm, and that's it.
Command truck 12, you can probably go for a sound and a reset.
Lifesaver.
Holding. Oh, yeah, clear.
Jeez. I'll be showing the first gen 86 RC. Even though I think by 91 they would have gone to the second gen cover. The 90 FD or whatever. 80 FD. Not 90. Wish we could find one with the security force. Well, I guess we'll just keep on looking. Look at reward, let's see, from 1980. So it'd probably be the last gen of the 77R1 or just coming into the 79R ones. Probably 79R, actually. Definitely not the 83R generation. But yeah, the 76RD. Yeah, Jeff and Tracy came up too, and Jess and Drew came up. Well, they did last night. Jess herself came up today. And Steph and Jim and Caleb came over. And last night Riley came over too. So we had a pretty good time. First order GE there. It's interesting that they made the lens bigger than it already is. Or it should be. And they're talking about a battery when that's the hardwired one. And as far as I know, no GE or EI of that vintage had LEDs in them. Battery powered ones, that is. It was only when they came out with the Black & Decker ones. And then like the security force, they put LEDs in them. Obviously, like I said, we all know that generation, the 301s and stuff, even the 401s never had LEDs. I said it wasn't until like the 401C or the SMK6s, and then whatever their LED model number was. It's the Centrix. Huh. I see the chart of lies over there. This looks like it's another SS74R rebrand. Another Pyrotector. Mom and Dad's again. If you watched my real estate side local volume 11, if that comes out before this or whatever, yesterday we were in Iowa, cemetery thing, and then the church Mom and Dad went to. Visited the old farmhouse my grandma and grandpa lived in. We went to a place in Fort Dodge for really good chicken. Sears. Obviously 79R with light. Which one that is? Did you think they would have the 789R base Sears along with this one? But maybe not. Waiting for everyone to get here for our Labor Day I think it probably won't be until later on today. Look at these brochures and stuff. Cool to have. See, here's the Demco Smoke R700. That could be the cover for that. Like the 580, I think. And can't tell what that is. It looks like it might be a Guardian. The old Guardians. That's cool. Ouch! Not funny, but funny at the same time. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if that's gonna be a melted one. Careful, careful. Yeah, slightly. Here's Sears. 78, so it'll probably still be the 77R based one or the Cerebus one. And there's the baby Sears with button. A pretty good meal today. And brats and burgers. Steph and Caleb and Carly, or not Carly, I wish. Steph and Caleb came over and Riley came over for a little bit. And then we watched an old high school prep football game that Jim was in. He didn't come over, we watched it. Here's a clip of that.
Truman has won the pregame toss and elected to receive. Belgrade to kick off and defend the east goal.
Here's the kickoff. Greg Weller puts it on the foot. And Jim Bentz picks it up. He's across the 25 and the 30. Truman will take over.
I wish we could see the box for the escape light, or rescue light model. Those things are so rare though, compared to the normal CD200s and TC89s and stuff. And who knows, I wonder if there was one with a TC89 style cover that had a light on it. Here's a mock-up drawing I made of it. IMT, what's that? Actually, I think that's one of those Tritector things. Who was it that just got one? I think it was either Sydney or James. One of the two just got one. See, we got a first alert there. Centurion, Smoky. Also, I kept forgetting I have new glasses too. You might remember at the beginning of the volume I talked to you about the yellow ones. Get my new ones. They're permanently tinted, but you can barely even tell when you have them on. It's a little more obvious with the camera. But yeah, they're nice. Okay, what this guy? Yeah, a smoke guard. And it looks like there's some type of display for something, and there's another round one there. Looks like some type of square one, maybe a smoke sentinel. 77, so yeah, it looks to me like a smoke sentinel of some sort, maybe even the battery powered one, even though it's that's 75. Would that have been before, during, or after the recall? Can't remember offhand. Somewhat. I'm not sure if there's the detector in there or not. Oh, there. One of those little Newtone ones. I think it is. One of the big ones, though. All stage fire detector, huh? Oh, I'm not even gonna see it. That's all we get to see. It's just a black outline. Black silhouette of it. It's a combination Sears. You don't think they ever had that vent design, though. They always had the side ones like that. More Sears. It's a nice picture of it, or drawing of it.
Copy.
Multi-unit apartment complex. Having showing for suicide. Church will be initiating homestead command on investigating site alpha is the front door.
If there's any detectors there as part of this demonstration. I think that might be a smoke guard right there. Jeez. Why does that look like he's pointing a you-know-what? Like an Uzi. Actually, it looks more like a MAC-10 than an Uzi.
We can notice to the front door. We're going up to floor 2. 16 copies.
That's 1452. Who would that would have been, I wonder. Good like a book. Even though I don't have a lookup table. Let's see, there's a smoke guard 800. Line cord 1. Fire alarm, Guardian, and I think that might be a smoke master right there. This guy doesn't look like it would be like a pyrotector or anything. I'd say that's a smoke master. Line cord powered one. Then there was a 74AL, plug-in only. This last weekend, Mom and I went to an antique store in Stewartville. They had a big flea market. I'll have a full video of it pretty soon. Actually, you'll probably see it before this. The store is actually owned by the ex-sister-in-law, I think, of my house cleaner. Anyway, Mom found a couple of books, like an old Shirley Temple one, and then I found this Zero fan here. And then after that, Dad joined us and we went to Pizza Ranch. And then Mom and I are planning on going down to Harmony sometime again. Their antique store. Told you about that in eBay video a long time ago. eBay browsing. And of course that's coming back. Or already is back, depending on when this comes out. Fire and You, huh? Oh, there's a Sears of a sort. I saw, yep. With Universal SS200. With the battery in it. I might have read that Fire and You book at some point or another. It'd be cool to get some of those books. Read them. Like I know one of them, Fire Survival and Prevention, has this illustration here. These illustrations. It has an illustration of a smoke guard and, well, it looks kind of like a Honeywell. Yep, the tree over the Welland. Also, you might notice it looks different up there. That's because I've upgraded to iPad OS 26. Pretty nice. It's nice that I can make this into a window now if I want to. They like have Discord here. Whatever. Bring this back to full. You also notice the menu there, and then the Mac style buttons, Mac OS style buttons. Anyway, we're running out of time on this one, so thanks for watching.